what is Bay Area, right? Bay Area is basically one of the, is it one of the Silicon Valley, or is it is actually Silicon Valley? What is Bay Area, right? Bay Area is basically one of the, is it one of the Silicon Valley, or is it is actually Silicon Valley?
Silicon Valley is within Bay Area. So Bay Area is because ada bay. Apa sih bay bahasa Indonesia? Teluk ya?
Teluk apa? Pantai kayak.
Yeah.
Iya nggak sih? Iya.
Yeah, teluk. I think bay is the direct translation teluk. But basically,
Teluk, okay.
People here built cities around this teluk.
Yeah.
So it's kayak the geography is like you gotta have to Google it. I am not an expert geography myself, but like but basically all the cities that surrounding this bay, and then they just like call themselves Bay Area, and that's why like our most iconnya di SF is the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
Yep.
You probably have seen it in movies or heard of it. It's because like there are a lot of bridges that's bridging like all this like land that is separated by the bay.
I see.
Yeah, but Silicon Valley is just a term for this. I think I might be wrong, so like please forgive me. But like, so I think the first computer chip was built here, and that's why it's called Silicon Valley or something like that.
Yeah. I also I searched that actually before. Silicon is like when they want to create the green stuff. Like
the computer board or whatever.
Yeah. It's like made of silicon, and that's why they produce there a lot, and then that's where also a lot of tech companies start.
Yeah, it got found here because I think there's also just a lot of from the engineering side, and then there's just a lot of entrepreneurship, and of course you have your Stanford and a lot of research on computer science is done here. So people just start building companies, right? Say like Google started at Stanford. And that's why I guess like there are a lot of big companies surrounding Stanford in general. And it's also true I guess with MIT. MIT, I don't know if people have, I guess this is probably a new thing, but like for me, because I am in a biosciences field, MIT or that area in Cambridge is becoming the biotech hub of the world now. It's like the Silicon Valley, but like for biomedical research, for pharmacy and whatever. Because now all the companies are trying to build, their startups, their headquarters around MIT and Harvard.
I see.
And also Boston, like hospital systems, one of the best in the world. And I think again, just like the convenience of the location and proximity, I think really helps in building communities. Same thing with Silicon Valley because of Stanford and a lot of this, I guess, computer grid making. Anyway.
Okay, so basically about the environment is like that, right? But and then from the community itself, it's more like well-rounded, and Stanford also emphasize on the like sports and like sport activity, and you can see like some of the alum actually participating in the national or like US like sports Olympics. Or something like Olympics. I see. And about the opportunity itself, like because you are surrounded by this kind of companies, right? Like there is Facebook in there, there's Google in there, there is like whatever, basically Instagram, everything that you know about the .com company basically are actually there. And what do you think about the opportunity in studying there, like after you graduate, maybe because you are surrounded by this company, right?
Yep. I think that's also like something that kayak nggak bisa diremehkan gitu loh. So like I think, so for example, I know like a lot of, I think MIT, okay, I'm probably just biased as well because that was my undergrad. I think MIT say computer science is better than Stanford computer science, but I think Stanford computer science students get hired more than MIT's in all these top companies just because if they want to submit their resume, it's only like 20-minute drive away, right? It's like if you want to meet a recruiter or whatever, I think nggak bisa diremehin sih, like just the proximity to the location. So I think that really helps, like being surrounded by all these companies, like the opportunities, and also obviously if you're not just surrounded, you can also just build your own company because Stanford's known for that. We have like one of the best business schools, like GSB or graduate school of business at Stanford is like top 3 in the world, right? And that's like siapa sih namanya, Maudi Ayunda is right there, right? Maudi Ayunda.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, it's right there, like, you know, top 3 schools in the world, right, for like business school.
Oh, Maudi Ayunda di sana juga ya?
Yeah. So basically, like, you know, people here, a lot of them are willing to collaborate and, you know, bring your ideas if you have something to make our own company. And I think that's something, you know, that's unique to, say, like, you know, Stanford or MIT, which also has a pretty good business school, or Harvard and so on and so on. I think you cannot underestimate that for sure. Personally, I think I guess people don't really care about biotech. I guess your viewers may not care about biotech, but like, I guess Bay Area also has pretty strong community for biotech.
Yep.
I would often get, like, you know, kayak CEO of like new companies or startup, whatever, come into Stanford and give a talk and, you know, give a recruitment, like, you know, talk, right? Or I have people just like every day I'll have an email that says someone's recruiting. If you want to show up, you just submit your resume online, you know, and they'll, you know, if you have a degree at Stanford, they're probably gonna just give you the job anyway. So like, cool, you know, maybe in 6 years when I have my PhD, I'll do it. Yeah.
So it's like when you just come to the, let's say, maybe interview or something. Where did you study? And I just studied just right there in Stanford. And you got the job.
You're just like, you know, I think that's school brand is also another important thing that you cannot just like ignore. I think, of course, you wanna get, you know, the best education in your respective field. So say like, for example, Stanford may not be the best school for drawing art, right? Say for example, I don't know, maybe that's not true either. But obviously, when you pick schools, you wanna find a good combination of, you know, brand and reputation, and also like the education they're offering, right? So I think that was also one of my considerations, actually.
I see.
Maybe.
I see. So that's the opportunity in Stanford, right? So the good thing about just now you mentioned that Stanford has a lot of opportunities, like to create a business, basically. Could you please explain like how they support you actually, like and let's say maybe they have a class, or maybe they have a funding or something like that. How is it like in there?
So I know for all these schools, and I'm pretty sure at Stanford too. I've just never attended one myself in person yet, because I've only been here for a year. But like, I'm pretty sure they have like a sort of like a pitch your own startup ideas, and then we'll give you $10,000, say. Berapa? 100,000 kayak 1M ya, 1M rupiah gitu for us to, you know, for you to start your company.
1M, bro.
Ada yang, I mean, it depends, right, on like, you know, what the scale is, but like some you know, competitions kayak even just within Stanford, ada yang kasih startup fundnya 10,000, ada yang kasihnya 50,000, and so on and so on. And obviously, that is more than enough for you to start creating a small team and, you know, develop your idea or flesh out your idea further. And obviously, like in the the community, like, you know, there are a lot of private investors, like VCs that wanna, you know, invest on your ideas, right? So people eventually, once they take out their ideas, you know, do a little bit more research, do a little bit of more, you know, just, you know, develop their ideas, whatever. They go on, you know, raise funds. And I think if you have a really good idea and really solid like pitch, I think it's very easy to raise like millions of dollars, even like in your first couple years, say. It's not like impossible. People here, kalau misalkan you punya pinter, lalu you punya ide yang brilliant,